We'll go live here just for a little bit more. Late at night again, so likely not going to get anybody watching. That's okay. This is good practice for me. So tonight last night I printed my first quote unquote real print on the new Creator 3, the Flashforge here. Up to now, I've just been doing test prints. This turned out pretty good. I was quite happy with it. I've been looking for a battery holder. This printed quite well. There was a fair bit of stringing. Yeah, you can see the stringing that happened there. I actually took two of the supports that were out in those two towers there, but there's a fair bit of stringing there. Not a big deal. That's easy to take off with a heat gun. And I like how it did. I love the tree supports that it put in there. I haven't pulled them out yet, but see if I can catch this in the right light. That's a beautiful print. Yeah, the white's hard to see on, but there we go. I'd say that's almost a near perfect print. Bottom layer is excellent. Yeah, so far I'm quite happy with this printer. It just seems to work so far. This file I got off of the they have their thing called FlashCloud. Somebody had posted this AAA, AA battery holder, so I thought I'd print it and try it. I haven't put batteries in it yet, see if they fit. I'm hoping they will. I love how they incorporated the AAA and AA there. So I want to print that in a different color as well. So let's just see how these tree supports, how easy they come out. Let's just see what goes on here. Let's see. One, two. Oh, that one's a little tougher. Three. Come on. It's stuck in there. Oh, it's because it's got a little bit of the stringing. And let's get the second one out here. Got my chubby fingers, trying to get my chubby fingers in here. Out, out, and out. Not bad. So that's the one with the tree supports taken out. There's a little bit of I'm not 100% sure what you call it, but in that curve there's a little bit of, almost looks like over or under extrusion, but still not bad. Not bad at all considering. So let's pop these other supports out. I love these tree supports. They come out so much better than your standard supports. Now, the one thing I'm not sure, because this is a new printer to me, I know that Flashforge has their own slicing software. I don't know if this printer is proprietary to that slicing software, or if I can. Oh, hi, Sean. Thanks. Yeah, I like that print. That's my first print off the Creator 3 there. My first real print. So nice battery holder. So I might print a couple of those. I have some friends that would love to get those, but I got to test and make sure the batteries are going to fit in them first. So yeah, I don't know if I have to use FlashForge's slicer to slice my files, or if I can use Cura. Oh, I don't use Cura anyways, but I do use Simplify 3D, and I do use Prusa Slicer. So I'll have to see if I can use one of those, or if I'm stuck with FlashForge, because this is a new higher end printer to me. I'm not used to one of these expensive ones, but I'm liking it so far. I'm excited to try some multicolor prints. I'm excited to try some dissolvable support prints on it. So yeah, actually, I'm just going to go grab a couple batteries and just see if they actually fit. I'll just be 3 seconds. They're just next door to me here. Da, da, da. Let's see. There we go. I have your AAA Amazon batteries and my AA Kirkland batteries from Costco. Let's see how these work. So Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. Lots of clearance. Yep. There's the Kirkland double A's in there. Let's throw these Amazon triple A's in. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Helps if I get it in straight. I like that. So there's the double A's, triple A's, slide down. Just pop a battery out. Whoops. I'll do it right. There's a little finger grip here to pop the batteries out. I like this. I am going to make myself a few of these. I really do like them, but I want to do it in a different color. I just did it in white because that's the PLA that came with the printer, white and blue PLA. I had intended to print this in blue. I picked the wrong extruder. I picked the right one instead of the left one. I thought I had blue in the right, but I actually have blue in the left. So, yeah, quite happy with that. Anyways, just a quick video tonight. Let's see what's going on. I still want to, whoops, I don't want to do that. That's going to give me double feedback. There we go. I still got to figure out on StreamYard, I got to get a second camera, figure out how to do a second camera. Because if I have to use the FlashForge slicer, it'd be kind of cool to share that with people that what I'm doing. Let me just plug this. I'm just going to plug this thumb drive I got in from FlashForge. Oh, I have to unplug my mouse. I'll just use my trackpad. I hate the trackpad, but this laptop I got only has 2 USB ports. I'm going to have to get a USB extension cord, whatever you want to call it. So let's just check and see what came on here. It's called FlashPrint, I believe, is their slicer. FlashPrint Win64. Let's undo that. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I know you've got an error. I heard you the first time. Oh, there we go. FlashPrint setup. There we go. Preparing to install. Let's see what this is. I'm assuming FlashPrint is their slicing software, but we're going to see. I would imagine it runs off standard G code, so I could probably use the other slicers, but when I was doing the research on this printer, I did hear some decent things about this slicing software from FlashForge, so I figure I'll give it a try. Yeah, you can make changes to my computer, no problem. I hate all the Windows security. I'm a Mac guy. I use Macs at the office, but I bought this laptop specifically for my 3D printing stuff because it's easier, you know, for Marlin and all those other funky programs that you get run on a PC only. Okay, it's installing. Let's see what's going to go on here. I'm trying to find a nice, I'm trying to decide, I want to do, my next print I want to be like a 2-day, multi-day print, but I want to take advantage of the massive build plate, the build size they got on this. This has got a big build volume, so I want to print something big and give this printer a real test. Okay, installing. I had most of the day today prepping. We're having a big family and friends, social distancing, COVID-friendly barbecue get-together tomorrow. So I had to set up a big 10x20 shelter to protect us from the weather if that happens. And then I also we rented some tables. We did a whole crap load of shopping. I had a $500 Costco trip today for steaks and hamburgers and hot dogs. Yeah, I serve my guests steak just because that's what I'd like if I go to somebody's house. So yeah, so that was a big, huge setup today. Why is that taking so long to install? It does say it may take several minutes, but usually they just say that and it goes pretty quick. But well, let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, I'll have to check out Chris Riley's. I just saw that there, Sean. Thanks. I'll check Chris Riley's videos and see if he has something on there. Yeah, I've seen his channel before. I think I'm subscribed to him. So I'll have to have a look and see what he's done. But hey, I might like the FlashPrint slicer, if that's what in fact this is. It's taking its sweet time installing. So let's see what happens. I totally rearranged my basement, moved my workbench, moved my work table, everything just to accommodate this printer. It's big and it was heavy. It took 2 of us to carry it downstairs. I'd say about probably between 80 and 90 pounds. That's a heavy printer. And I've got to figure out how to get the camera working in it. It's got a camera in this corner here that so that I can connect to remotely, but none of the network connections that I've set up so far are working on it. So, wow, this is slow to install. Oops, I think it finished. I've got, oh, no wonder. It's got a, yes, I can allow that app to make changes. Don't bother me, Windows. There we go. Yes, I would like to install it. That's why I'm trying to install it. How many questions is it going to ask me? There we go. Sorry, I get annoyed by Windows. But I'm sure it's doing it just for my own safety and protection. Okay, so what's going on now? Completing setup wizard, finish. What's this one? HP jumpstart was recent. I don't need to, I don't want to do anything with HP. Stop. Finish. Okay. So let's just go. I'm just going to minimize this window, see if I can't find where that installed. Where did it go? Well, I guess I have to go under this start thing, and now I've got to find it. I don't like FlashForge, FlashPrint, open. I wish I knew how I could share this screen in. A new version of FlashPrint is available. Would you like to download it? Yeah, why not? May as well. Anyways, I wish I could figure out how to share my screen so that I could show anybody watching what I'm doing. Let me see if I can't add this. If I, oh, share screen, is that? Screen sharing is easy with 2 monitors. No, that's not what I want. Share audio. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's see what happens. Entire screen application window. Here we go. Share. What's that going to do? Oh, there we go. Okay, oh, it worked. Look at that. And I can actually make this. Oh, this is cool. And thanks for your patience there, Sean. I see you're still on there. I think you are. I'm just learning this StreamYard software. I'm brand new to streaming, so I'm just learning everything, all these new bells and whistles. So, yeah, so that is definitely their slicing software. And I've got a message coming up. I have to set what it is. Okay, machine FlashForge Dreamer. No, it is the FlashForge Creator 3. Okay. Left icon button instructions. Let's size screen. Let me blow this up a bit for you here, since I'm going to be on this screen a bit, setting it up. Left icon buttons instruction. Switch the view. Rotate model. Rotate model. Rotate. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to have to learn anyways. Continue. Top icon buttons. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, look at that. Add support structure for overhang. Oh, it looks like it's got tree supports built into it. Automatic here. Anyways, machine type, fair enough. Let's continue. Clicking help for more information. First run wizard, fair enough. Let's close. Oh, it looks like a pretty simple. Yeah, I definitely need to get my mouse hooked up for this, but actually I can eject that drive now. And then I can hook my mouse, put my mouse drive back in. I have to get a USB thingamajigger. There we go. Oh, there, I got the mouse back. Oh, there we go. That's much easier to do now. There we go. Okay, I like that better with the mouse. It doesn't work so easy with the trackpad. So yeah, I guess this is the slicer for FlashForge FlashPrint. View, move, rotate, scale. Looks pretty rudimentary, is that the word? Compared to the Prusa slicer or the Simplify 3D. But anyways, I'll try it. But I just got to decide what I want to print next. I have no clue. So there we go. And oh, that just closed that window. So actually, so does that mean that's going to share? Sorry, I'm just figuring out. Oh, there we go. So whatever window I'm showing, you're going to see on the screen. And then if I say, for instance, open my Explorer window, you're going to see, come on, move over window. How do I move you over? Okay, there we are. Are you going to see this window if that's what I'm looking at? No, so you're not seeing my browser window in there. That's weird. Okay, fair enough. You can probably hear my dog yapping in the background. So if I say stop sharing, but I do want to share that. I want to see if I can share a browser screen. Share screen. Entire application. Oh, okay, I just have to choose which screen. There we go. So there, I can choose that screen. Cool. This is a really cool little, it's funny this one's open, but this is a cool little, called a compressor box that I purchased off of a guy, yeah, Clock Spring. Oops, there we go. Oh, come on. Clock Spring. He makes, this guy, I watched a video on YouTube. Somebody was doing a video, I think it was Joel, 3D printing nerd, that was doing some print in place things. And Clock Spring does a lot of print in place projects. And so I went in and I bought a few of them. I love this one. This is the compressor box for playing cards. I printed a couple of those at my office printers downtown, and they came out very well. I'm quite happy with them. Maybe I'll print a couple of these on here next in the blue, and actually maybe I'll do two at a time, because I've got the dual heads, it'll do a duplicate feature, so it'll print the same thing on both heads. I think that's what I'll do. Let me download these files again. And I'll save them to the downloads. Okay, compressor finished downloading. Cool. Let's see what happens here. Hey, Dan. Glad to see you found me. I'm learning. Hang on, I'm learning here how to share a screen and so forth. So I did this really cool. Actually, let me make myself a full window again so you can see me. I did this really cool battery box on my FlashForge. This finished printing. It was finished this morning. I did it last night. Overnight. Turned out beautiful. It's the first sort of real print I've done on the printer other than test prints, and I was quite happy. There's a lot of stringing, but not a big deal, and the tree supports came off super easy. So I'm going to do what you do. No, I can't. I don't have headphones, and if you come on and we talk, there's going to be a lot of feedback. I need to get some headphones for here, because if I add any volume to this, there's going to be a lot of feedback. So I'm going to just, I just downloaded the software, the FlashForge Slicer, which is, let's see if you can see this up there. No, I've got to do this again, and then bring this window up. Oh, no, I have to tell it which one. Again, I'm just learning. This is so different. Let me see. We'll get back to the share screen thing. Oops. Boom. And then I want to take the application window Bring this one up. Oh, this seems tedious. I'm probably not doing it right there. No, not that one, that one. There we go. So I'm going to bring in, yeah, we'll do it another time. There'd be feedback. Yeah, and I need the headphones. Yeah, I just realized that when I had I was watching my YouTube feed on YouTube, and I had the volume up, and there was like this loop over and over and over. It was just annoying. So I'm going to, I downloaded the file for this box that I got off of my mini factory. So where are my downloads? I think I got to minimize this window for a minute. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Thank you for coming into my live stream. I'm just, I am new to live streaming, but hey, got to start somewhere, and I'm just doing a few things, playing around in the basement with my new printer here. Hang on, that camera's moved a bit. There we go. So now I'm just trying to find the files I downloaded, and I'm going to try this this FlashForge slicing software. It's called FlashPrint. Supposedly it's good from the reviews I read, but I want to give it a shot myself. So I have to go find. I'm so not used to a PC. I use a Mac at my office. Downloads, compressor box is what I want. Let's drag that to my desktop. Let's open it up, and let's take the compressor box. I'll do the tall one. Okay, now I'm going to drag. Okay, so let's see if hopefully you guys can see this screen here. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can see my screen there. So I'm going to drag, go ahead here, and I'm going to file, load file, desktop. Oh, come on, where's the shortcut to my desktop PC? This PC, there we are. And I want the compressor box tall. The model is fell off the platform. Do you want to pull it on? Of course I want to put it on the platform. Don't be silly. Okay, so let's see. Wow, tools, control panel. Really? No. I don't think I can connect the machine here. No, I didn't see that in the past streams. Michael Casa is in the printing and cutting business too. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do. I've been in the printing business all my life, but we have a shop downtown Calgary here. We've been there 25 years in the building we're in, and I've owned it with my business partner for 25 years. We do digital printing, signs, vinyl cutting, 3D printing now, you name it. It's a pretty cool business. Let's see, what's this error message I just got on my screen? Connection failed. Yeah, I don't really need to connect. I just want to. Oh, this is just such a new slicer. I don't even know where to start. Onboard preferences, machine information. I don't need all that. I want to know where I can set my layers. File, blah, blah, help. I suppose helps if I run a tutorial. I just don't know if I can slice this in. Well, I don't have any other slicer on this computer anyways. I do all my slicing at the office normally. So let's see. I think if I tell it to print, there we go. Material right is going to be PLA. Material left is PLA. I don't need supports for this. It's a non-support job. Resolution. Ah, hell, let's do high resolution, hyper resolution. Imagine what that is. I don't need wall or brim. Let's see what the more options are. Whoops. I'm not on that screen, guys, so hang on. I'll catch up with the chat in a bit. Layer height. I think I'm going to do 15. First layer height 20 should be fine. 3 perimeters, 4 top solid, 4 bottom. Yeah, why not? It'll be strong. Actually, I think I'll need 2 primers. I'm just going to leave it at the defaults it came to. 15% infill is fine. Pattern hexagon. Combine infill. Combine infill. I'm not sure what that means, but hey, let's try it. It's probably just something that in the other slicers, it's probably called something different. Speed, 50 millimeters a second print speed, 70 millimeters travel. Yeah, let's see how that works. Temperature, I want to do 210. Platform doesn't need to be 70 for PLA. We'll go 6. Yeah, 60 is fine. I printed this battery holder. It printed at 50 on the bed, so and it worked fine. There's no warping, nothing. So we'll just leave it at 60. And others. Pause at height. So I can pause this if I wanted to. Okay, I don't need to do that right now. Whew, that's pretty simple. So let's just say okay. I don't want to save. Oh well, what the heck? I'll just I don't know, save if that's what it wants to do. We're slicing. Let's see what happens here. I wonder, there was an option there where I could tell it to duplicate the same thing on both heads, and mirror or duplicate. In this case, it's symmetrical object, so mirror. Wow, no, the threading. I don't want to mirror the threading. Okay, we're slicing 100%. Wide format digital printing. Cool. And that's what we do. We have Ricoh copiers, digital printers up in our main office on the main floor where my office is. So we do a lot of digital printing, like as far as brochures and booklets and stuff go. But we also do a lot of mostly wide format banners, signs, coroplast mounted stuff, a lot of cut vinyl. I do a lot of vehicle decaling. People bring their vehicles down, want their logos, et cetera, et cetera. I don't wrap vehicles. I don't think I'll ever want to get into that because that's just too iffy. If you make a mistake, it's costly. So, and it takes a lot of skill. Okay, let's see. Estimated print time, 20 hours and 51 minutes. That's because I did the ultra fine, which that's about average for this. Weight estimation. Weight estimation. Let's see. That's obviously going to tell me material type. No, I don't want ABS. Tell me this isn't printing ABS. Yeah. Let's go back. For some reason, I think that thinks, yeah, see, it defaulted to ABS again. PLA. I want high resolution. I don't want to go through this all again. Oh, man. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I changed my temperature to 210. Why? 210. Come on. Cooperate. And 60. I don't need to save it necessarily, but maybe I should. Print when slicing done. New. I don't want to print when slicing done, not when it came up with that other dumb thing. Okay. Save. Yes, we'll overwrite it. I don't know why I want me to save it. Now you're going to slice it, and you're going to go back to ABS, aren't you? Anyways, maybe I'm going to have to download Simplify 3D or Prusa Slicer and try it with that. I'm sure it'll work. I'm sure it's just going to send G code the same as this does. I'm sure it's not going to be a proprietary slicer. Yeah, I saved it, and we'll see what happens. You're on two Mamaki 54s and a Gerber Edge 2. I have the Gerber Edge, the newer Gerber Edge, the I forget what it's. I've had it for a long time, but the newer Gerber with the Envision cutter. Yeah, wrap spanners, yard post, and panel LED. Yeah, I'm not into LED or electrical. You do wrap, so that's great. I took a couple of wrap courses with 3M one time. They were fun. but I think it just takes a certain skill. I kept getting creases and stuff, and anyways, it just wasn't my thing. I took a couple courses. I gave myself a second chance and tried it, and decided no, because if I'm wrapping a vehicle and I screw up a panel, there goes some profit. So I leave it to the pros, the people who have all the years of experience doing it. So if a customer really wants a wrap, I just refer them to another company that I partner with. Okay, so 21 hours, so the time's even changed. 21 hours, now I want to see, let's do the weight estimation again and see if it's going to say ABS or PLA. ABS again. Anyways, yeah, I'm not going to print from this. What I will do, I just don't trust this right now. This is slice parameters. Let's see what's going on here. So it's got my layer height, my shells, my dent, my fill, my pattern, my speeds. It's got my temperature saved. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it thinks it's printing ABS. Well, what the heck? Okay, well, I'm a gambling man. I'm gonna say print. Come on, connect machine. Yeah, it wouldn't let me do the drop down on that one screen. But it's going to print the right temperature. So even if it thinks it's ABS, it looks like it's kept my temperatures, which is fine for the PLA that's in there. I don't. Okay. Okay, it's not. Oh, it wants to connect directly with the machine. I see. Okay. And the IP address on this machine, I wrote it down when I set up the Wi-Fi. Let me just type in the IP address here. There's 192. Well, numlock. Come on. So it's 192.168.181, and it is 8899. Let's see if that connects to my printer. Looks like it did. Yep, there we go. Streaming print file. Okay, so I don't actually have to. It's kind of cool, yeah, I guess because it's Wi-Fi, it streams the print files. It's probably a little bit slower, but hey, why not? It's funny that this worked and connected, because when I tried to connect the camera with that same IP address, I kept getting errors. So I'm going to work on that. Maybe while this is printing, because really I've got nothing else to do tonight. Maybe, well, I got to get up early for my party tomorrow, but for the big barbecue, but that's at 1 o'clock. But the child has soccer in the morning at 8 o'clock, so it's not going to be. I'm not going to be able to sleep in too much. So maybe once this starts printing, I'll see if I can't get the camera working. Well, let's let this stream and see if there's any more. 3M came up with some nice wrap films, yeah. Saran wrap like layer on top to reduce the scratches on the vinyl when applying. Cool. Yeah, because I always tended to get, I use the IJ180 CV, whatever that was, the old one with the 8509 or something laminate, the laminate for it, but I always tended to get squeegee scratches, even using the sleeve on the squeegees. So, but yeah, again, it's we don't have the big bay to bring them in anyways. I'm in a building in an office tower in downtown Calgary. We have a loading dock, and they let me bring vehicles in the loading dock to do vehicle graphics like cut vinyl, but I wouldn't have access to it for half or full day to do a full wrap, so it's not even worth it. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, but I tend to use a soft squeegee for everything now. I learned that as I went along, that those felt squeegees, ironically enough, when you're doing a vehicle wrap, you'd think a hard squeegee would push the vinyl down tighter, but the soft squeegees do a better job at reducing any bubbles. So, well, it looks like I wonder if I can walk that camera over here a bit for you guys. Let's see. Actually, let me get rid of this window. There we go. Forgive me if I'm. Ah, wrong camera. Oh, that's the laptop camera. Let me just switch cameras here. That's better. That's better. So what happened? I think I hit the button when I was coming down that says stop cam. There we go. Now I've got it. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this over here. There we go. Why does it keep disconnecting? Oh, I think I moved my mouse and there we go. Anyways, I just wanted to put the camera in there and show you guys what's going on in there. So right now I believe it's just warming up, doing whatever. Looks like it's going to print with the, I think hopefully it's going to print with the left head in blue. I don't recall where it gave me the option to do that, but let's just see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, that's kind of boring to watch, so let's bring this back down. Can't wait till I get two cameras and I can actually. Well, actually, while we're waiting for this, what the heck? Let's see if I can't be boop-de-doop. That's funny. Let's see if I can't figure out how to get that camera working in the printer itself. I just want to see what's going on here. Let's just see what's happening with my. Oh, okay, so it is the right. Oh, so it's going to do it in one. It's going to do the just print one. It's going to be the right extruder, so it's going to print it in white, which is fine. Platform, the bed's heating up right now. It's a little bit slow heating the bed on this thing, but I think it could be because it is a large bed. I haven't measured the bed yet, and I actually didn't see the specs on the bed size, but it is. I don't even know where I put my tape measures. I'd go measure it. Let me just have a look. Let me have a look. Is this metric? This is metric. Look at that. So the bed on this beast. So it's about 280, 330 wide, 280 deep, and about 300 high. So it's a big bed. Yeah, it is. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. It's also got a door in the top that'll open, which actually I generally open when I'm running PLA anyways, because it doesn't need to be that hot inside for PLA. There we go. Something's happening. I think. Let's just see now. Let me share this screen again. Application window. Oops. Why isn't it letting me do that? Anyways, I'll get used to this. Man, that's annoying. trying to figure out how to get this screen back up for you guys to see. I see. Anyways, it is what's happening right now is it's there's a little bit of lag. I think, yeah, there's there it is. Yeah, so now it's heating the extruder. Yeah, the build platform's heated up. Heating the extruder, 214. Here we go. Yes.
Grandma's house to make the sandwiches.
Okay, my wife is popping in. I'm streaming live. That's okay. You can. Your hair is fine if you want to come on camera and say hi to people.
Okay.
I've got 4 people watching me, so.
No, I think I'll pass. I'm not looking my best.
Maria's a bit shy. Maybe one night when she's looking a little better, I think she looks just fine. She'll come online. So, taking Ethan to Grandma's house. You can speak out loud. It's okay. No, you can take the car. You need my key. Yeah. Ah, there you go. There's the fob.
Come on to camera and kiss me.
Come here. Come and kiss me in camera. Love you. Bye. Her car's in for repair. She was on the highway in Calgary. Her brakes. So her brakes rusted so badly that they just basically fell apart, and she totally lost brakes. It's so fortunate that she didn't get hurt. So yeah. And anyways, so we're thinking of buying a new car anyways. So we're in the process of getting approved possibly for buying a car. Problem is I carry a lot of debt in my own name through my business, so that affects my credit, but it keeps the business going, especially during all this. So yeah, your wife still won't come. The kids will come on, but the wife won't come on, huh? So anyways, okay. Well, I'm just going to bring the camera over. This thing's starting to print. Let's see if I can get, and then I'll see if I can't get the camera working in the printer. See if I don't disconnect it this time. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, why is it doing? Okay, what it's doing there, it looks weird, but for some reason, I obviously didn't turn it off. It's doing a raft. And it looks like, it's funny with the raft on this thing. It did the same sort of thing with the test prints I did. It almost looks like the extruder is skipping, but it's not. That's just the way it lays down the base of the raft. It's very strange. Obviously to do with that slicer. So yeah, what the heck, but I'm just going to leave it here for a little bit. I know this is like watching paint dry, but and then what's going to happen next is when it goes the other way, it's going to print some really, really thin lines for the other part of the raft. Here, I can actually bring you guys right in. No, that's going to be too loud. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to outline it again. Hopefully the raft isn't too difficult to get off now. There you go. You'll see now, hopefully. Let's see if that's going to focus in for you guys. You can see how thin those lines are now that it's printing on top. I've just never seen a raft quite like this before. I don't do rafts that often. And then, yeah, so you have those thin lines and it's printing a raft. And then after it's finished those thin lines, it's going to fill them in. I think go the other way a couple more times, and it'll start my print. But here's a display screen. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of a nice touch screen on there. It's got a picture of what it's printing and so forth and so on. So yeah, anyways, let's get back over here. I don't want the shaky camera work. There we go. There we go. That's getting Marilyn in the picture. So yeah, so it's really odd. I actually didn't even notice on there that it was going to print a raft, but it was probably defaulted and I just didn't turn it off. Just not used to the slicing software. There we go. Let's see if I can do this time. Let's share that screen and let's pick the application window. No, it's still not showing up in the application window to share the screen. I can share my entire screen, but that would be kind of silly. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's odd. I think it's to do with the FlashPrint application. It's acting funny. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So what was I going in here to show you? Yeah, so it's telling me right here, it's got the temperature, left extruder temperature, it's parked, so it's not doing anything. Yeah, so I guess I can remotely pause this, which is a nice thing with that. But I got to get the camera working in order to do that, and I still haven't got the camera in the printer working. Let's see. But if I probably can't slice another model while this is printing. Man, this is just very slow to respond. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't like this FlashPrint software. I'm pretty sure at the moment anyways. Yeah. No, obviously it's still streaming data to the printer because it's just being very, very unresponsive here. So no, I can't even find the model here. Yeah, I'm going to get out of this. This is crazy. Yeah, let's just stop that altogether. I'm going to try. I'm supposed to be able to enter that IP address according to the manual. The IP address I entered to connect the slicer. I'm supposed to be able to enter that IP address in my browser and be able to see the camera, but I don't know. I'm not overly concerned. I'll get it working eventually. Let me try something here. 192.168.1.81:8899 and enter. Yeah. It says it's waiting for it. Yeah, and it's going to time out. It would have connected by now if it was going to connect to it. But I can go to, I wrote it down. Where was let me get my phone out here. Oh, my wife said, "Oh my God, honey, go outside and look up." I imagine there's a storm coming in. We have had some nasty storms this season. What was it, a month or so ago, we had a hailstorm. It did $1.4 billion in damage in one part of our city. It was the worst hailstorm in Canadian history, and it hit our city. It wasn't in my area, fortunately. Cars were smashed. It was tennis ball size hail hit some areas. It was crazy. Anyways, no, this isn't going to connect. Let me try one more thing here. I put a note in here. Let me see, and I'll share that screen and show you guys what I'm doing as soon as I find my note. So let me share a browser tab. Okay. Figure out how to do this. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so let me see if I can share this browser tab and show you guys. Share screen, Chrome tab, this one, share. There we go. So that's what I'm getting right now. So the time is correct. It's showing the correct temperature, showing my right extruder, my left extruder parked. The door is closed, but the camera image is just awful. Like it moves every 5 seconds or 10 seconds or so, as you see there. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the camera. I think it's the streaming, the Wi-Fi streaming, and the camera image is just awful here. But I suppose, so it looked the same at my office today when I was looking at it. I suppose I could see possibly if and when a model is screwing up, and then I can actually hit the cancel or pause button to do it. And it is working. If I open the door, to the printer, you'll see right here that that's going to say open within about 5 seconds. It's going to recognize the door's open, make a liar out of me. No, it's just very, there it is, opened. And then if I close the door, it's going to, no, the door's open. I'm just going to open the top here. I don't need that to heat up too much inside. Whatever. It worked last night. But yeah, so I'm not really happy with that that camera view there, but that's why I want to try and get it connected via my IP address. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I may have to get on the phone with FlashForge and see what's going on, or I may have to actually try and connect it. No, I want to be able to do it with Wi-Fi. But anyways, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's just meh. At least this will show me how much time's left in the print, etc., or when it's finished. So, anyways, enough of that. There we go. So, and that's actually, the other thing I was going to show is where it's where I printed this, where I got this battery holder. If I go back to that screen, let me go back here. Where am I? Now, if I go to model library, you guys see that now? Is it coming up? Yeah. So they actually have a model library. So I went to household, and then right there. So then I clicked on the battery dispenser, and then it allows me to either download the file or print directly from here. So I just printed directly from here is how I found that one. But yeah, they have, I can upload to this library, I believe. A lot of them are just, it's weird things. Oh, there's a print in place something. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So I can have a preview of that. I don't know what that is or what good it would be, other than a cool little print in place heart with some gears. But yeah, so they have it looks like a lot of these things are uploaded from China, because a lot of them have the Asian writing on there. So I'm assuming a lot of these are from over where the printer's made. But there's some interesting stuff, but nothing like you find on Thingiverse or on prusaprinters.org. But I'll have a look through these. I don't think there's anything really useful. The only thing I found that I liked was the battery holder. I liked the design of it. So I don't know why I'd want to print some of this stuff. Somebody even uploaded a Benchy here. Anyways, that's the other thing that the FlashCloud allows you to do. So, and then if you have more than one printer, I don't know why I have 2 pending jobs here. They shouldn't. Anyways, that was me playing around with them earlier. I can delete them right there. We go. And delete that pending job. I don't want to print another one of them yet. And back to my printer on it, and it takes a long time. There it is. There's a video loading, but again, crappy image. So it's a shame, because I'm hoping it's not like that. I'm hoping it's just maybe because of this FlashCloud software. And if I can figure out, apparently there's 3 different ways I can view the camera. I can set the printer up as a hotspot, or as a remote. Yeah, on my computer lingo. And with the IP address, I'm supposed to be able to see it as well. So anyways, let's get back out of here and let's get back to a full screen. Who else popped on? Tripod's Garage. Hello. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm just doing starting another print on the new FlashForge, my new printer. I'll show this one off again. I really like this print I did. It's it's a AA, AAA battery holder. Let me dump these out. Works really well. I was quite happy. It's hard to print, especially white. It's hard to show off the print quality on white, but I mean, it printed excellent. I had tree supports. I'd say the only oddball thing, if I can is there's a fair bit of stringing you can see anyways. And I think that's could be to do with the fact that I didn't have the top open and it was in a hot chamber in the enclosure there, and I didn't open the door or the top for a PLA, which I understand you should. So actually what I should do is open the top for this one that's printing now. Leave it open. There we go. Pretty cool. The other thing I like about this, let me bring this over again and show you. The other thing I really like about this is if you see off to the side, right in here, where my finger is, they've got brushes on both sides. So when it's printing dual color or different filaments at the same time, or it's printing, when it switches, it gives the head a wipe over that metal brush and cleans it off so that when it comes over, it's not going to leave any residue and that's going to cause any problems. But there we're printing, looks like we're printing the last layer of the raft here. That's why it's such a long print. It's taking a half hour just to run this raft, which I didn't mean to do. I never print rafts, so. And you don't need a raft on this. This bed adheres extremely well with PLA, so I assume it's going to be pretty much the same with all the other ones. And inside here, it's got little waste containers, so that when the heads get cleaned on those brushes, everything just falls into these little waste containers. There's one for each head on each side. And then for the filaments, to the side, the filaments go in here. So that's where we load the filament in. There's a filament out sensor over here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see what other kind of cool features are in here. I can't show you the camera because my cable's too short on this camera. But yeah, so we're printing away there. So that's kind of my night. I just wanted to get this going and get another print started. Oops, there we go. Keep this a little higher. Get another print started. I'm probably just going to relax a little bit after this. Got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. Thanks. Yeah, I love that battery holder. I had another one I printed. I don't remember where I got it, off Thingiverse, and I didn't like it at all. It was the opening on the one I did before was too tight, and the batteries wouldn't fall through easy. But I really like this one. I'm gonna do that in a bunch of different colors, I think, and give them away as gifts. These make cool little Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, whatever. Everybody likes those because everybody uses AA and AAA batteries these days. So, where is, yeah. Oh, I brought them to the office. I think I was going to show you the first test prints that came off of this. It's weird. I did the first test print at a little cube, and it was a 2-color. And it basically, there's the raft that it printed on it. And then it surrounded, it did a skirt for the whole way up, and it actually did a 2-color skirt all the way up. It was kind of cool. But anyway, so I'm just keeping that just because. Yeah. The hotspot, and that's what I've got to do is set up the hotspot. That's what it was called. Thanks, Sean. No, I tried to, but I obviously did something wrong. I need to re-look at that. This thing is way more complicated than all my other little Creality printers. It's even more complicated than my Prusas, but there's a lot I have yet to learn on it, I'm sure. So, which power strip? Was there a power? Oh, that one. Oh, this one right over here. That's a great power strip. Yeah. The funny thing about this house, we're renting this house. I have a TV. I have, and LEDs don't take up much room, but I got LED lights on my workbench up here. I have my 3D printer here over beside this one. Sorry for the shaky camera. I just stopped the camera again for some reason. Oh, come on. This is annoying. Sorry about that, guys. I just have to switch cameras. There we go. Over beside this one, I'm running my Prusa Mark III with the fancy stand enclosure I just built for it. So I've got that printer. I've had both printers running at the same time. I have a TV right back here, a big screen TV. I've run a bunch of stuff, but anyways, my point is we're renting this house, and otherwise I would have done the basement totally different. But there's everything that I've got running in this basement is running on one outlet, so it has to have quite the capacity on that breaker or something, because I've not blown a breaker yet. Yeah, I'm running a lot of stuff on one outlet. The only time that I've seen it, well, the only thing I've seen once is that I have a heat gun that I'll use to clean up some stringing and stuff on the prints. When I use the heat gun, the lights dim. So the heat gun is obviously drawing a lot of amperage, but obviously running the two printers together, running the TV on while I have the printers going, and a few other things is not drawing enough amperage to be a problem. So I'm not worried about it. So far so good. But yeah, 15 amp breaker. Yeah, it's got to be a 30. Actually, I haven't even looked at the breaker box. It just works, so I'm not really worrying about it. So yeah, I don't know why I keep hitting the stop every time I move my camera. It stops the camera. So anyways, I'll try not to move the camera again. So yeah, so that's just going to print away, and quite happy with that. I'm going to get off here pretty soon. I've got a big day tomorrow. I'm going to what time are we at? 10 to 10 my time. It's probably a lot later for you guys. I'm assuming you guys are all in the eastern portion of the state somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I've got an early morning and a big day tomorrow. Barbecue for family and friends. Social distancing barbecue. I'm going to be barbecuing steak, hamburgers, hot dogs, starting at 1 o'clock. Wow, this is my longest stream yet, too. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Holy cow. Almost 11 there. Okay, well, you're only an hour ahead of me. I'm at 9:52. So, and Dan's the same as Tripod. Oh, Central Time. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Mountain Time, so I'm not a fan of these time things. I wish they would stop the clock changes and all that, but that's a whole other conversation. I personally don't like having to change my clock. It was a thing to do. The reasoning for them doing it way back when they did it, daylight savings, was I heard something to do with the war. But anyways, it's about time they stopped it. I love this battery holder. I just want to do it in some different colors, but I'm going to print a whole bunch of these, and whether people like it or not, they're going to get some battery holders for presents. They can take it and throw it away if they don't like it, but I love them. Almost midnight. Well, still hasn't blown. The whistle still hasn't blown. Oh, so you're 2 hours ahead. So you're in the Eastern time zone. So, well, that's it. I thank you guys for sticking with me, because I feel that it's quite boring, but it's nice to have some company. And I'm getting used to this, because it feels like you guys are probably all the same when you've streamed. It feels like I'm talking to myself, although I know you guys are out there, because I can see it says 5 people right up there on my screen. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'm going to sign off anyways, and you guys have a wonderful night. I'm just going to relax, maybe watch a movie before I go to sleep. As long as I get to sleep by midnight, I'm fine. I got to get up at 8. So again, Dan, thank you so much for encouraging me to do this. I was a little bit shy and hesitant at first, but I'm enjoying it, actually. And yeah, when I get my headphones and a better microphone, I'm actually maybe go out Sunday and purchase that. And And then we'll share the StreamYard, and that we won't get the loop, and we'll get some people on here with me, sort of like what you do. I think that's kind of fun. I just like hanging out like this. It's different, and it's kind of cool. Okay, you guys, thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys later. Everybody sleep well and enjoy the weekend. Maybe I'll try and get on Sunday if I buy that headphones. Okay, thanks again. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Good night.